Wow. Whoops. Wow. It just started raining. It was just sunny and nice all day. It just started raining. Can you hear that? Let me open the window. Holy cow. It's still sunny. No. Yeah, it's still sunny. Yeah, it's still sunny, blue skies out there, but pouring, showering down rain on the house. Wow. Yeah, I see just like nice blue sky and clouds, white clouds over there, but then it's just like gray. Awesome, awesome. Perfect time to start going live. Live. I'm live. Mr. Basic here, just giving myself some microphone cord. Oh, you can see that. Anything goes. I don't care about myself, how I look. All right. Um, just so everybody knows, I haven't been in the game that long. The thing is, so I would say no, I'm no expert. But what I'm here to do today is not impress anybody with jams, although that's what I'm going to do for myself, at least. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be successful at that because the circuit's so good at that. Um, but uh, but basically, what this is this is just a casual hang because this is us getting to know our world a little bit better. And if you're anything like me or wondering like what it might be like to be somebody who's going through something like I'm going through or doing something like I'm doing, um, then yeah, you can hang and see what that's like. And for me, it's a recording of this summer for the future and what it's gonna all be about. You know, I'm keeping all these videos for myself, not just keeping them on YouTube. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and just have fun and have some nice jams. I'll see who's here by minimizing my OBS window over here. You might notice I'm narrating like everything I do because I think it's a nice thing to do. It's not just about passing the time, it's about letting everybody know what the process is all about. As long as it's not too complicated, which in this case it's not. I'm moving my YouTube window over. Oh, cool. Allison Soifer, nice to see you here again. DQuill Live also. Awesome. Hello, Mr. DQuill Live. DQuill Live does live streams all the time. Streams them on Twitch. Has a pretty good regular following of people who enjoy his stuff on Twitch, and I am a regular enjoyer of his stuff here from here on YouTube because he multi multi streams somehow, and I might learn how to do that sometime if I want to branch out to Twitch or other things, which I'm sure I will because there's a lot of problems with YouTube. You don't ever want to just depend on YouTube. I learned that already from everybody, and it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. YouTube, you know, the whole thing about it not really being much of a YouTube anymore like it used to be. And it's just all just TV. But anyway, that's a different issue. Let's see. Problems everywhere, yeah, but you want to diversify. So if anything happens on a platform, you can just like be somewhere. That's why I have a website. It's not available to anyone yet. I'm still just kind of like putting things up and redesigning and redesigning just to see what I'd like to do with it. And I don't mind paying for the domain in the meantime while I'm figuring it out. I kind of almost you are awesome. I kind of almost was thinking about hiring somebody online to build my website for me, even though, I mean, I used to program and I used to do HTML and Java, but blah, blah, blah. It's like you really want to sit there and do that? I don't anymore, ever again. I just feel like that's something that I'm just like, I drag my heels on, that kind of stuff. I just don't want to do it anymore. That's why I'm outside of the box here, and I want to just remain, like, even with my recorder, wanting to get eventually the Zoom L20R, since they just now made it rack mount. That's why they didn't answer my question. I was like, I was kind of furious at Zoom, and it was like over 6 months ago. It was like a year ago, because they wouldn't answer my questions about the Zoom L20, whether or not the faders can handle being, rack mounted vertically or not. And they literally just completely avoided me and didn't want to answer that. So basically, yeah. And that's why, I think. It's because they didn't want to say anything about the upcoming product to anyone or give any kind of hints or anything like that. So I'm probably wrong. But anyway, nice to see everybody. Sonic Neutronic, nice to see you. Yo, what's up? Just doing a casual hang here. I'm gonna I got beats I could make on the circuit. I got my mini brute. Playing Platts. It's a Platts. And yeah, I got my RC. The System 1, of course, is trying to steal all the attention. It always tries to steal all the attention. That's crazy, the rain. It just came like, boom, that's Miyazaki rain right there. That's what we call that. Da-dum. Okay. You wanna see a natural spring reverb? Non-electric natural spring reverb.
Hello. Hello world. Hello YouTube. Studio Geek 32. Hey. Haven't seen you in a while. Long time no see. It's nice to see you here. This is awesome.
Natural. And it's even got a light. You see that? It's some kind of Superman Justice League action toy. But to me, it's so much more than that. It's so much more. It means... Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Nice setup. Thank you. How am I? I'm okay. Today I have a free day where, well, my daughter is at the grandparents, so yeah, that's and so I have a few hours to kill, and I haven't stepped in my studio. So I just can't. I can't get to my studio. The last couple months have been crazy, but good, ups and downs. How is everybody out there? If you have any questions, just let me know about any kind of like equipment or music production questions that you happen to have that you like. Maybe he knows that. Maybe he knows. I might not. But I'll try to pay attention. Live chat. Okay, cool. Let's see. Is that okay? Levels? All right. Well, how about I just go like... change the sound up a little bit? That's all right. All right, let's do a. That's the first 4 boxes. Let's go to the next 4. Let's just do something a little different. A measure in there if it sounds like it's all off. Okay, so how about synth 2? How about we go like 3 or 2 octaves on that? I have no idea about chord progressions or anything that would go with that. I'm not thinking that way. Okay, so now let's see, go to patterns and the clear the very last, the 8th bar there, so it can be something different. All right. Bum, bum, bum. What? It's still there. Why are my things not clearing? Oh, that's why. I see. Let's just change it by step sequencing. There we go. So a little bit of variation there. Bum 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 instead of bum bum. Okay. Now we go patterns. Let's see. Cool. Boom, bam, bam, da-down. Now we go over for the hi-hats and stuff. Oh, shoot. Record. Motion record. The pitch of the open cymbal. Oops. Okay, now. Now the rest of them gonna be random. Okay, now we got total randomness. Doesn't quite go. Doesn't quite go with it. Okay, that was starting to annoy me. Okay, cool. That's when you stop. So how about we start something new? That got boring. So how about we go? Oh, those are patterns. I want to go. I want sessions. I don't want to save that. I just want to keep that the way it was. Done. All right, now. First of all, what do we got here? That same thing. All right, let's just clear it. Wow. Nah. Still raining good out there. That's right. When you know, what is it called when it's raining and it's sunny at the same time? What is it called if it's raining or sunny? Both at the same time. Wait, I said or. That's why it didn't work. What is it called if it's rainy and sunny at the same time? What is it called when a fox has a wedding? What happens if you look? Okay, we'll see if that worked. What is it called if it's rainy and sunny? Wait. Whoop, no. I don't have them hooked up by MIDI. What is it called if it's rainy and sunny at the same time? What is it called when a fox has a wedding? What happens? What is it called if it's rainy and sunny at the same time? What is it called? Yeah, I'm using a mixer. I'm using a stereo line mixer. It has nothing but just straight VCAs and pan control, and send and return, which I'm not using. Okay. What's going on here? Nothing? What are the sounds? Can we work with them? They're a little weird. All right. Next one. Wait. But actually, I'm using a mixer. I don't know. The mixer that I'm using is the circuits mixer, which is the mixer page. Mixer page. Mixer page. See? It's really easy. I love mute buttons. Mute buttons on Eurorack is a good thing. Sun showers, yeah. But yeah, a fox spirit takes a bride is what the Japanese say. And you can't look because then you'll surely die. Okay. If you ever see it. If you ever see a fox's wedding, you surely will die. It's an age-old thing. Let's see. So, how about we start out like this? Okay. Time for another sip of the coffee. These are my old Januaries mostly. I've erased some of them, but I've erased like half of them. That was a good ending. There we go. That happens sometimes. Okay, cool. What's on the next one? Nothing. All right. What is up with it? Notes. Okay, that's a good bass line. And my electric piano. Okay, cool. And how about the drums? Okay, cool. It didn't like it. Okay, cool. All right, let's see. Let's see what we can do here. What does anybody have a BPM? BPM, anybody that they like? Make sure I can see it. Okay, cool. Right on. Anybody have a BPM they like? All right, let's see. Tempo. How about we go to drum 2 and we'll just go like that. We're on 91. Okay. We'll go 92. Unless somebody else says something, then we'll switch it. It's easy to change. We got too much swing on there for how slow it is. You gotta put the swing down a little bit if you slow it down. Or I mean, no, not necessarily. It could be the other way around, but that's how I like it anyway. That's how it sounds good. Bop bop bop. Bop 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 bop. Oh. Boom boom bop 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 bop. Bop bop. So put the bass drum on that. Boom da 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 boom. Oh, that doesn't sound good. I thought it would. I thought that would sound good. Oh, wait. Let's try that again. I wish it didn't cut off like that. I have to make a. You'd have to make another session to have it not cut off. Okay, that's enough of that. How about some more? Okay. Time for a little break. White keys. Mentally lazy. Okay. Hey. Sometimes you feel like a nut. All right. I'd really like. Maybe I should leave you with a just a the 60 seconds. Let's go 60 seconds of a nice jam, and we're gonna tempo it to about 90, and we're gonna leave you with it after we get it started a little bit. Okay. Okay, I'll be back in 60 seconds. so are we back? Oh, today I saw the rain come and go away. What is there to say? Cool. Okay. So, let's see. Am I still streaming? Let me see. Let me check YouTube. All right. Elapsed time. It seems like it. Go to YouTube. Oh, I see. I have to scroll over to see. Live. Cool. Stream health yellow. Is that good? Is yellow a good stream health? Oh, I didn't say. I forgot that I didn't say. DB Cisco, it was nice to see you. Yeah, I hope you're yeah, still around, chilling to the tunes. Are you still around? Yeah. And Inverted Popes. Yeah, you guys know each other. Hopefully one day we will all know each other. And I'm going to go ahead and switch over from the circuit now. And just go ahead and I'm going to save that little ditty in the RC. And we'll go to Platts now and put some modulation on that. I wanna see what that's like, putting some modulation on that FM. Timbre knob. Do I have to say timbre if it's a T-I-M? I don't know. Do I have to? Can't I just say timbre? It's context. Awesome. I know. You know, if you obviously, if anyone gets bored, there's always everybody knows how to multitask. All right, but I'm glad that I got some visitors today. Nice. I've been trying streaming at all sorts of different times. I'm just gonna stream a lot this summer, so yeah, watch out. Turn your notifications off and unbell me. No, I'm just joking. Unbell me. Okay. I like I like how the timbre knob goes like. Mm. Yeah, so I'll do that. Is that too loud? That's too loud. Whoa. Arthritis. Okay, cool. Alright, now I'll use the System 1's LFO. I've got it into the Molt, the Erica Synths 8 multi. So, so I can do 4 outputs or 8 if I decide to, mess with it. But I'll just do 4 outputs of the LFO. If you do more than that, then it starts being like too homogeneous on the LFO. Okay, it's a little bit too much. And it starts from the CV of the where the bigger knob is. So this actually still does something when you have something patched into here and using the attenuator. It's the start point. And then you'll go plus that amount of CV for the attenuator. So harmonics. That's too weird to modulate real time. I'll demonstrate. I'll demonstrate, not to be demonstrative. Oh, there's no attenuator for the harmonics. Oh wait, well that's not the one we wanted to do anyway. Well, yeah, like I said, it's just too weird anyway. That makes sense. It's a little bit of, it's like phasing or something like that. We'll just call it morphing. And messing with the envelope with FM. Frequency modulating the envelope. Just a little bit more shape there with a little bit of FM on it. I just switched the LFO from a random to a basic sine wave. It might be nice. No, it just makes it too obvious that there's an LFO on it, as opposed to the random, which kind of like is more natural, just because it's random. I can't wait to. Uh, I guess I just start talking about stuff for a little bit. I can't wait to get that Novation SL Mark III sequencer slash controller slash theory learner, music piano teacher, because it teaches scales with lights. Um, and so that brings me to the first hot topic here. That would be something that just happened last week, Wednesday, I believe. And so the Lumi just dropped from Rolly, the Rolly company that puts out the Rolly uh, block and Seaboard and other keyboards that are MPE compatible and very expressive keyboards because it's just this like rubber thing that's just one big wavy rubber thing that you manipulate and in all sorts of ways, and you can go like up and down it and it changes the sound, and then you can go right and left and you can go up and down the keyboard seamlessly without there being separate keys, that way. Or you can go like that and it's separate keys because there's bumps. Anyway, I wasn't going to talk about the Seaboard or that stuff, but it's good stuff. But Rolly is just kind of a cool company, and they actually are a lot smaller than you'd think. They are just kind of, they have been just kind of a few guys doing really big things, really innovative things. And this last one um, it remains to be seen yet, but it looks to me like a winner. And I think, yeah, Sonic State already talked about it. No, I don't know if they did or not. They did. I think I remember, but I don't remember because I've watched all the videos separately myself. I think I saw it on Sonic State, and then either that or on the Discord, and then went and watched all of the videos about the Lumi, which is this new lighted keyboard, and it has a companion app specifically for learning piano and learning songs and doing all that stuff. And it's this whole like it uses this Guitar Hero style, uh, notes coming down and hit them at the right time, sort of thing. And but not just for songs, but actual lessons and stuff like that too. Um, and a lot of good sounds on it, and it has other, all sorts of other functionality in app form that aren't about learning piano, but are about using the Lumi's functionality, like its scales and whatnot for making your music. So, I mean, this is kind of similar, but it's not a keyboard version, right? So, yeah, it's an actual keyboard version. So, and the Rolly keyboards, I don't know if you know, um, a ribbon controller through a quantizer. Yeah. Yeah, not sure about the Lumi. We'll see. But the thing is, yeah, how the thing about Rolly's stuff is how it all magnetically just clicks together, and you can click together more of these to make a bigger keyboard as you go, right? And that's cool. But see, I have a 4-year-old, and I want her to be learning scales already. The SL Mark III is going to do that for me. But see, I'm interested in anything. I mean, I've looked at everything out there because there's a lot of just, you can get a Casio that does that, and there's all sorts of apps competing with each other out there, for teaching you piano and whatnot. There's just so much out there, but I just want the best for, what I think might actually work and like make her really want to keep doing it, um, and myself too, because I don't spend enough time at the keyboard, doing scales and remembering scales and what they do with each other and stuff. Yeah, it's hard to find the time. But so I want a quick workflow for learning when it comes to that, the quickest, because then I can make 2 years worth of learning into one if I'm smart about which I get, you know. So yeah, and I'm tired of just, you know practicing fingering on. I want to be remembering the scales at the same time and other functions as well. I mean, making music at the same time with my synthesizers at the same time while I'm learning. So this is what it's all about, because I have absolutely no time, especially these last couple months. I don't know if you've noticed, I've done nothing but live stream just about, and I've halted on the actual videos, any kind of serious idea of a video, or that might be useful or something like that. I haven't got done because I can't get here into the studio to do it, and so yeah, that's a real it's a real struggle. Not so much a creative struggle, but it is finding time. How do you do it? Because it's just always ways that you can be busy doing other stuff and not ever find the time to get to your studio. But I literally have this just crazy life. But like now, summer started, but that just means I'm more of a dad, which is harder to do than my job was. So, and it's just as impossible, it seems, to do stuff in the studio, for any big old piece of time. So yeah, I have a free day today, because it's Grandparents' Day, So, and then, uh, yeah, so that's why we're so casual, because I just wanted to get in the studio, and as long as I'm here, I want to, you know, connect with anyone who's here, and yeah. Bo Beats' Discord, he just opened up his Discord, and so it's just kind of like blew up. I've been around for a while as a patron, but and it's always been kind of quiet, like completely quiet, and now it's not, and which is cool. It's only now in the summer that I can like keep up with stuff a little bit that way, but I'm just glad to be connecting with more people about synthesizers and about control voltage and about modular stuff, and just to be able to exchange tech tips if we ever have to and stuff like that. Um, I've never really frequented Muff Wiggler unless I had a specific question that I was Googling. So it was really just still Googling things and not being on Muff Wiggler so much. But yeah, that's where that is. Yeah, family and 7 chickens keeps me busy, says Inverted Popes. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, um, man, it's just yeah, life is crazy sometimes. Yeah, 40s pious stuff. 40s? That's when that was? Wow. Wait a minute. I don't know. 70s. Okay, you said 70s. That's what I thought. It was a typo. Yeah, the pious stuff in the 70s. Yeah. Well, that makes us old. I'm a 70s guy. Just barely. Just barely. I was born in 79. Uh so that means I'm going to turn 40 in just a month or two. Yeah. So maybe I should do like 40 summer jams by 40 years old. Uh, nah. I actually did do, I think, more than 40 videos in January. I did all the January videos, and then I did weekly live streams, and then I did like two other videos other than that. It was just crazy, just crazy. So it's like it would always be possible for me to do that, but uh, yeah. Wow, moving is quite a thing too. I'm so happy to have I feel like in so many ways my life is beginning again, or beginning for the first time in the way that it always should have. I have, everything I have is uh mine. I don't know. I don't know what that means exactly, but been alive in 7 different decades. That yeah, freaky. No, yeah, I think about the impermanence of it all the time. That's one reason I feel like I'm like pushing myself to do all this stuff. Um, yeah, I myself don't want to be this great successful artist online necessarily. Um, in the process of learning how to do it all, I might, but it's really just so my daughter, um, everything that I'm doing online as a whole is like for my daughter to be able to not have to run the rat race if she doesn't want to, and that she could always like come up with like through the creative world any kind of art or something creative, provide the world something on her own terms and not and organizationally be able to do it without working for somebody else, to be able to work for herself. And if I don't prepare her to do that, then I feel like I've failed as a father that way. Yeah. So that's actually what this is about. It's like sometimes it's about me because it's me, right? But like always in the background, I have this like non-ego about all of this, is because it's actually not really about me, even though it could be. It's like it always could be. I could always make it about me, but Um, but yeah, but I kind of like, it's just my personality too, that I'm all about learning every little detail about things and being a nerd about all this stuff too, and finding something that I don't actually in the world, in the universe, that I don't actually know about yet. Recently, a few years ago, it was cars. Like I spent about like 4 years immersing myself in the world of all the details of you know cars, all their parts, all the ways you can tell what's going on with them and repair, and just through reading books. and and then watching all the TV on the repair shows and Top Gear and all that stuff and then go and online. I was just constantly like learning all the history of all the different companies that ever existed, and all that stuff. So it's just like this is so much more limited, or I mean limitless world than that. Like there's no way in the rest of my lifetime could I do everything there is to do regarding controlled voltage. And if I've gone that route, then I've gone full DIY. And in that case, I could have my own like synth company or whatever, if I'm that good at it already, and which is awesome too. And then you just go on with that. And I don't see any of this ever going away till I die. A lot of people have online that I talk to, that are my age. They have this sort of story that I was into all this stuff before, had to sell it all, or I was in bands before and I gave that up because that was not cool. But now everything's different. Now things are changing, right? And we're getting interested again because we have some idea that it's something that we can do again because of thinking of it differently. Um, for me, I had a lot of limited ideas about what I should ever do musically, and one of those is to never record myself, is to never, I mean, I always thought that improvisation is king, and that's that. And a performance is the value it has right then and there because of now and all that stuff. You know, but I can I guess now I've broadened my thinking just for the practical reason of the fact that I'm raising someone who's gonna have their own opinion about all of it, no matter what I say. So I want to know how people are all successful in music as well, and not just you know not give her a chance by telling her, hey, you can't sell music. That's not cool, or something like that. Uh, anyway, so VCV rack. I just watched Omri Cohen's live stream today. Um, Inverted Popes, you were there, right? Uh, and I noticed that you also uploaded something today, and I haven't watched it yet, and I'm definitely going to, if I remember right. That's what's going on. Yeah, and it's just great. And I had seen one video before on the polyphony aspect of VCV Rack 1.0, and uh, I didn't quite feel like it was like, okay, well, that's just an added feature, and that's great if you want to just not use as many modules. All right, whatever. But then you have less control, right? If you just do it that way, you're just saving modules, and it's not that cool. But when I actually saw him just go through the process of doing all the aspects of it that you want to do, I understood that like it's really great to be able to just you know cinch down all those voices in the places you want to have them all have the same stuff going on with them. And then for like say the ADSR, you spread it back out again and whatnot. So they each have their own envelope, and each note can ring out completely. And that's what I would be looking for that way. But I still am not really. I don't think I'm gonna try polyphony in VCV Rack anytime soon because I have so many other things that I'm working on there. Like I'm working with frames right now and trying to get quad to work well. So and trying different ways of doing quad. And so I can upload a video on that stuff too, but I'm kind of just like halfway through, just like figuring it out. Even it's not quite what I like yet. Uh, but VCV Rack is amazing, and so is Omri. Yeah, another good channel for VCV Rack is VCV Rack Ideas. You guys probably already know that because yeah, because YouTube tends, I think, uh, to beef up their channel recommendation, whatever, to everybody because they're good and consistent. Oh, DB Cisco has a digital to analog converter with 4-note polyphony. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Um, well, that's the thing. You could already do polyphony in VCV Rack too, but and I always thought it was cool. Everybody having those big old racks of everything, but that okay. Here's the deal: is something that's important to mention, and I'm glad that I'm talking about this. If anyone's listening, is just that yeah, it's that the who doesn't already know, it's the CPU that you're working with. When it comes to VCV Rack, your limitations are always the CPU, and you can do like huge amounts of things with with great CPU, and with a not so great CPU, you can do like 2 rows without it clicking and popping and stuff like that. So that's the thing. And so if those modules will take up less, uh, power, that's great. But that's another thing about VCV Rack 1.0 is that it's much better at handling power, and so your CPU can handle it a little better. And they worked on that, and also, yeah, they have readers for it. Actually tells like how much CPU each module is taking up, so you can figure it out yourself. And on top of that, um, you can disable a module. Instead of just deleting it, you can disable a module, and then it's still there, but it's non-usable, and I mean, it's not taking up any CPU, but you can still like turn it back on when you want to use it. But it's not just sitting there taking up CPU even though you're not using it, which was the case before. Like, for instance, when I had a little laptop and a bad CPU, and I was working with mutable stuff, and everything was great up to a point, and then I tried to add the Bifaco Spring Reverb to it, and it was just too much for just to add the module without even connecting anything. It was just like, it's just like, no, couldn't handle it. So yeah, uh, so just having the module in there and active is gonna take up your CPU. But so now in VC VRAC 1.0, you can disable it. That's awesome. Okay, DB Cisco will be putting his Paya digital to analog converter up on Reverb. Someone with electronics knowledge could make it work with that could do that stuff. Yeah, like I said, man, me with as little time as I have, I can't even play and learn my synthesizers right now. But yeah, after I get done here, I might have another like hour or so. I can just kind of, without a camera on me, just kind of sit down and figure out what it is I really need to do next. Focus on something that's a little bit a different thing. Yeah. Cause should we do another jam though? Okay, I think we're good for. Oh yeah, Dreadbox. You know how the hypnosis is, that whole style of the Dreadbox hypnosis pedal that's just barely not quite out right now. Um, they just announced that they would be and showed an Erebus version 3 that's a sort of retro 80s style that completely matches the style of the hypnosis. So you can have them side by side. That's kind of tempting, but I don't think I'm going to go that route. Actually, I might end up going with the Dr. A um, as opposed to the hypnosis at this point, because it's just so sleek and it does what it needs to do, and would still go better with my studio. And I could get a few of them, and it still would really work out nice on the desk. So yeah, as far as having your effects pedal on the desk that way, I don't plan on using this forever. You know, when I have a mixer, I'll I'll have this coming out when I need it. Jumpstart your piano playing live. Piano event. Pianote is live right now. And Sean Devine just came out with a new video. And Stephanie Douglas has a new song with a trumpet. And new from Kapoozle. She's a hardware jammer who does a lot of cool, just live and whatever, live recorded. Dallas, Analog. Cool. Another one of those from Kapoozle. I'll go over there and watch it now. Or soon. One PCB at a time. Yeah. Yeah, there is so little time. It's hard for me to know where to take this stuff because there's so little time for me right now. Hey! Yeah, it did turn into a shout out stream. Shout out Simon the Magpie. Simon the Magpie is here. Nice to see you. Where did this go? Okay. Okay, we just did that. Yep, I made that in January too. Now this is kind of like I think I'm gonna do this. Cool. All right. I think I'm actually. I'm gonna go ahead and. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. But I'm gonna do. I'm gonna jam out one more time. One more time before we end it. But I need a BPM. I'm just kind of um, like I know what BPMs I like, but I've kind of exhausted that sort of thing. So. $500. I can't do 500. I could do. I could do 240. I can't even do 250. And then I'd split that in half and see. Yeah, that wouldn't work. All right. So let's do a high tempo, and then we can do our trap stuff. Let's do 140, 150. Oh, what's on the drum? What? No. Okay. Yo, Schizo and Stereo. I'm just jamming out. Yeah, I haven't used the RC505 much, except for just really basic things. Yeah, the circuit's really easy. I keep telling my wife that. Just watch all my January series of videos, and you'll see, because I do from scratch videos, and just do stuff like this, just like within like 2 or 3 minutes each from scratch. It really is just easy. And it keeps on improving too. And now it's unquantized. Thanks everybody for coming. Who came? All right, I'm gonna go see Capoozle's stream now, while I mess around with my own stuff and hook things up in a weird way, and start modulating things over here on Plats. I think. Yeah, because I have more to do on Plats. Everybody have a wonderful day. It's back to being sunshiny, beautiful day again, and I am just about sweating up here. Thank you, DB. You're awesome. Inverted Popes, you're awesome. Yeah, really, Inverted Popes, I've gotten so much out of your stuff. I'm so glad that you put things out on YouTube for free like I do. But you actually have like this wonderful, consistently good music going on, and that I'm way far from having myself, and I don't know if I'll ever be doing that, but I might be someday. I'm working on some albums for Bandcamp anyway. Yeah, it's totally true. It's totally true, especially because I like ambient stuff. That's my main thing for life. I'm into all sorts of music. Like I'm really into house now, but I was into like future bass, and then I was in like really into chip tune. Things last a certain amount of time as far as obsessions go, but I always come back to ambient. Y'all take it easy. Yeah, I'm saying take it easy a lot. All right, and here is the last time. How do I stop